Iya. Oke. Terus ya. Benar-benar. Tapi kalau salah ya, video ini. Terus yang hijau ini ya. Yang apa? Apa? Ya. Halo. Halo. Apa ya? Iya, Oke, fis beres. Hmm, Oke. Itu anu Pak Miten.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're still waiting for other participants. Just wait for 3 minutes again. Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to PT Steel Pipe Industry of Indonesia Analyst Meeting for position 9-month 2022. Let me introduce myself. My name is Restianti. You can call me Resti as a moderator. And thank you for your participation, and we believe all of you in the good health. Let me introduce our speakers for this analyst meeting. First, Bapak Teja Sukmana Hudianto as Vice President Director, and second, Bapak Johannes Wahyudi Edward as Chief Strategy, Business Development Officer, Corporate Secretary, and Investor Relation. For your information, Bapak Johannes will present the presentation of 9-month 2022 results. Please remain silent during presentation, which will last around 20 until 30 minutes. Let's get started this analyst meeting. Please welcome Pak Jo as our speaker that will present our 9-month 2022 results. The screen is yours, Pak.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining this analyst meeting. I think most of attendance I see here is already quite familiar with the company, so I'll just skip the information about the company. But if you have any a question, you can ask later on. Basically, we are the largest steel pipe manufacturer in Indonesia, and we have been here from 1971. So it's been more than 50 years since our establishment. We operate we produce steel pipe for all sectors, namely construction, infrastructure and utilities, furniture, automotive, and oil and gas. Okay, coming on to the third quarter or 9-month period of 2022. Basically, in the third quarter, we see a recovery in the Indonesian economy is still going strong, despite of this global tension and global interest rate as well as recession threat. So cumulatively, the sales grew 12% by volume and increased 25% by value for 9 months 22. Just approximately in line with our full year 22. Higher inventory costs due to lagged material incoming is affected negatively to the margin, but we expected this to moderate and to be improved in the later quarters. And as well as other initiative, we also continue our ESG, especially in the plan to reduce carbon footprint in line with the government blueprint. From the operational side, one of the highlights that I can mention is that we have successfully diversified our funding by issuing bonds back in last month of 2021 in December, and then again issued the second phase, the second tranche in August 2022. The effective cost of fund can be seen here. As you can see, from 2017, 2018, and so forth, we are able to consistently reduce our cost of fund. Of course, we take a pride in this period whereby the BI rate is going up, but the cost of fund is still low. However, of course, going forward, we do have calculated that the cost of fund will be adjusted towards the BI rate, which affected as well to the US rate. Growth in 9 months, as mentioned before, we already achieved 245,000 ton. So if we compare to the full year 2021, which approximately 303, we are quite confident that we can surpass this level, and hopefully we can achieve the full year target of approximately 350,000 ton of sales. This is supported by Indonesian recovery in manufacturing, as well as the GDP, which the PMI fell a bit to 51.8 from 53, but still expanding. So we are confident that the Indonesia economy overall is still in a good position to support our steel and pipe product demands. Of course, this downtrend of the global steel price create a tension in our gross margin. But again, we will discuss later that this condition is expected to be improved in the later quarters. Sales composition from year on year. I would like to note several interesting items. That's first of all, the black API products is expanding nicely. This is in line with our strategy to contribute more on the oil and gas sector. The mechanical also expanded very nicely due to the recovery of the automotive sector. As you can see, and you know, today the Toyota is launching the new Kijang Zenith, and then I heard from the distributors and dealers that the reception is very good. Prior this year, Hyundai also reported a good sales, and as well as other brands. So we are happy to report that we support almost all the automotive and motorcycle manufacturer in Indonesia. For spiral pipe, the percentage looks like going down, but actually it's because of the expansion of other products. Also, not to note that the stainless steel products, which is also expanding due to the operation of the new 8-inch machine. So this is supported heavily by the government policy to restrict import of steel and steel products. So as you can see here, actually the steel price is still going down, and if we see the local and import is quite different. That's why in the September 2022, we increase the import portion, but of course maintaining the local producer like Jinsan and Krakatau Steel. In capacity perspective, it looks like the utilization rate is going down, but however, it's due to the incremental capacity along the year, especially this 2022, whereby we have installment of this new it's 8-inch stainless steel machine, as well as replacing, cutting, and other improvements so that we can produce the same amount of pipe with less machine hour and man hour. For working capital, this quarter we able to reduce again the typical the working capital requirement from 385 days to 297, going down as our target of 180 days. We understand that this the second quarter is due to the Hari Raya, but then again we are consistently aiming to achieve 480 days. So with the current condition, we confident that we can achieve 210 working days by 2024 and 180 days by end of 2025. Before we go a bit on the projections, let me just touch brief on the global economy outlook. Generally, as everybody understand, the global economic condition is still not good. Yeah, you see, United States projection is just 1.61. Even the world is 3.2 and 2.7 in 2023. But you can see here the promising part is the Central Asia and the developing Asia. This also a bigger part of the economy as compared to Latin America and Sub-Saharan Africa. So this is the part and area that will become the drive of this year and next year growth. And following the successful G20, I think almost all of the government and regulators also see the same way. From the steel perspective, in Europe, there's a lot of steel mill that has been idle, mainly due to the energy crisis. Of course, the softening in demand as well affected the closure, but with this closure, also in some Asia and China area, it will reduce the steel supply in line with the softening demand. So we believe this condition will make the steel price more stable in going forward. You see the China steel price is still going down, but not much different from the last couple of months. Yeah, rather than from March, it's very steep. So I think we are still see a little bit of upside on the pricing, but we are yet to see whether this will continue until January or February when the spring come, because now is winter in this northern hemisphere, and a lot of factory also reduce their output, as well as energy consumption is um, reallocated more on the heating. Again, Indonesia itself shows a lot of promise, because generally for Indonesia, relatively steel price is actually beneficial. Yeah. If you can understand, if you can remember back in 1921, there's a lot of projects that's been halted or delayed because of the high steel price. Now the steel price is relatively low, so we can expedite the projects. Basically, the Indonesian economy, which is commodity based, also help to support the economy, and this combination is believed to be very good for Indonesia in the next couple of years. As mentioned before, if you can see here, the year-on-year foreign direct investment is still growing. If you have the data from the second quarter, the growth is like about 34%, but now the growth is more than 40%. So on the quarter-to-quarter basis, it's also improving. As you can see, Indonesia is actually now number 7 in the world. So we are bigger than Brazil and even United Kingdom. Yeah, and this is expected to be number 4 in 2040. Yeah. Indonesia has a lot of potential, whereby we have a lot of population, as well as specifically young generation. Indonesia policy itself is very promising, and we see this positively. We know that the infrastructure budget is approximately 392 trillion for next year, and they have 5 focus of state expenditure budget. And then also important to note that the government is very consistent to emphasize and to support local contents. This is very good for us, and actually for those who have exposure to the import market, we have already seen difficulties to import, especially for traders, yeah, but not for producers like us. So this is a area of whereby the 2023 development will go. Construction of new bridges, flats, etc., and whereby we are in an ideal position to contribute, because we also already contribute a lot in the other projects. This again from oil and gas, communication information to push the BTS and last mile location, whereby we have been supplying poles to the internet providers. Also for Ministry of Agriculture, SPINDO is actively contributing to the development. Yeah. So where Indonesia is, have a very big potential in 2023. We are as the largest steel pipe manufacturer. also will play an important part. So for guidance, of course, there's a lot of headwinds and challenges, but with internal program that we do, such as like this, we are confident that we are on the right track and best position to improve in the coming year. Even though the global condition is highly uncertain, but Indonesian economy is in a relatively better position to as compared to the rest of the world. However, given all the opportunities and challenges, we aim still to get 20 to 30% sales increase in sales volume and value, but adjusted gross margin and net margin to 14% and 6.5% respectively. Yeah, we of course this is still a little bit higher than the 9-month achievement, but will be trying to reach this target by year end. So it is also important that because 2022 and 2021 is still COVID impacted, but if you look through it, even before that we already do some turnaround. So if we take off these 2 years of the chart, we can see that the track is actually on a good and consistent track. This is the revenue. Even the gross profit and the net profit is still on track. Because again, 2022 and 2021 is up, not so normal year, but this improvement is more due to the internal effort by SPINDO itself. So hopefully there's no more sudden adverse condition in 2023, such as another war or another catastrophic disaster. We can go going forward like this. Again, working capital and reduction in gearing is in place. Of course, with the growth of sales, the aggregate number of amount of the loan or the debt is bigger, but we pay attention and manage the ratio very closely. Yeah, it's the same. Since we have been trying, we have been showing a good result consistently, and we have been also, if you see the trend line, we've been pushing more on the higher added value or higher margin products rather than simpler products like strap and plates that is have relatively lower margin than the other products. In the early of 2022, we set 3 target areas: export market, oil and gas, and construction infrastructure. For construction infrastructure, grow quite good, in line with our target, 24%. So oil and gas grow very good in almost 200%. But the export market is for 9-month period is down 45%. This is due to the fierce competition from Chinese product in the global, whereby the China suffers softening local demand. So they kind of sell their products aggressively to the world. We are still trying to push, especially for certain markets which have a trade war with China, like US and Canada, as well as other Western hemisphere. SPINDO have a sustainable competitive advantage. You can see in here, I think worth to mention that we are now able to produce lead-free galvanized pipe, and as well as big diameter stainless steel pipe, which is able to support industrial relocation from other countries. This is a new part. This is a new part that we would like to also emphasize, that actually SPINDO, even though that we know we produce a steel, but actually steel is a very good product. It relates to the ESG. So we have tried to identify the uses of our pipe. Of course, so we cannot identify each and every one, but estimately we can identify that the pipe is being used for key infrastructure in rural areas that improve access and utilities like water, and access like toll roads and bridges, and project developing like mass transportation like MRT, LRT, use again in data center, solar panel, waste treatment, and potable water distribution. Also, it's heartwarming to say that we have been approaching all the EV industrial. Of course, now is the amount is still low because they just started, but we take them as partner as we develop the EV market in Indonesia together. So this is the approximate estimates that products goes to the ESG related projects. It's quite significant. Internally, again, we continuously do the push for the ESG related, such as installation of solar panel, as well as the ensuring that the government's governance policy is consistently followed in by our company. So we will try to achieve 500,000 ton by 2025. This is the general strategy, and we believe most of them is still on track. Yeah. We are intensively thinking about the bigger diameter, because we have seen a lot of opportunity, but also there's a challenges to this big project. Yeah. But generally, this will be a very good opportunity for us to improve. Apart of that, of course, there's some routine capex, like when previously mentioned. This is the selected projects that ESG, we put this as ESG or non-ESG related. This is our board of commissioners, board of directors, and etc. I think with that, I conclude the presentation. Maybe Pak Teja, you want to add something before we go into the Q&A?
Not yet.
Okay, thank you. Resti, yeah, you can go ahead with the Q&A session.
Okay. Thank you, Pak Jo, for insightful presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now entering the Q&A session. If you have any question, you can drop the question in the chat box that provided in the Zoom apps, or if you want to ask directly, click raise hand button and then tell your name and your company. While we are waiting the question, there are some questions from analysts that already registered in this meeting. First, from Pak Antoni Angdinata from PT Mutiara Indah. The first question is, what is plan of SPINDO to reduce cost of goods sold and cost of revenue? And the second, what is SPINDO solution to make cash flow positive? Maybe Pak Jo or Pak Teja want to answer this question?
Okay, I think I'll take that question first, and maybe after that if Pak Teja wants to add some more. Yeah, I think let me get back to this slide. Okay, so if you can see here, the steel price has been going down from March until now. First of all, due to the import component of our cost of goods sold, which take 3 to 4 months to arrive. Yeah. So simply said that whatever inventory that's arrived now, November is actually, we have this August price, September or August price. So this is just the arrival. So we need to, okay, and then we need to do the administrative storage for bid, etc. So the total lead time before the goods actually been sold is actually like 5 months. Yeah. So the goods we sold now is like have the price of steel price 5 months before. So of course this is still on a high price. Yeah. But two things. First of all, as we mentioned before, the degree of the local price, of course, is going down, but the price is not going down as fast as the global steel price. Where's the So actually the ASP only dropped like 5.5% as compared to the global steel price drop like almost 43%. So we do hope that the issue here is we need to ensure, or we need to ensure that the buying power is not degraded by the interest rate hike or inflation or whatever. Yeah, because with this condition, eventually, as I mentioned, we able to sell more, and then this enable us also to buy more. So we are buying more on a lower priced inventory, which will take effect in the future quarters. Maybe I think given the lead time is 3 to 5 months, so I think it's going to be affected around fourth or the first quarter 2023. Yeah, that's first. Second, to answer about the cash flow. Yeah, again, I know we understand that it's important. First, of course, we try to reduce the working capital. Yeah, as you can see here, the working capital we've been trying to reduce from currently 279 to the target is actually 180 days. Yeah. So you know that we are selling the sales amount is like approximately 400 to 600 billion a month. So by reducing the working capital days, approximately maybe 3 months, 3 months to 4 months, we will be able to free up more than 1 trillion of cash. This is the ultimate aim for the company. Of course, it's not easy because the raw material type is so much. It's a lot. We have more than 300 raw material item, and then more than 4,000 SKUs. So it's quite a lot. So we'll be there. And then of course, And then again, yeah, so we'll be freeing up cash flow by managing this working capital. Maybe Pak Teja
Okay.
want to add more?
Yeah, sure. So basically, what we are doing now, as Mr. Joe explained already, is we will going to reduce our average inventory cost, right, by more have a low cost of the import product. Of course, basically, what happened now in Indonesia, as you know, all over the world almost the same, because the price is going down. The inventory level also is not so much in the market. Not so many people have, want to keep so much inventory. And in Indonesia also same. But we have this kind of benefit also because of when the inventory is low, I think everybody will be looking for the quick delivery. Yeah, so, but we are able to do the quick delivery because of we have inventory, we have raw material. Even for the project, it's the same thing. Yeah, they always ask for quick delivery. They always, automotive also same thing. Everybody asks for quick delivery. That's why we can maintain this higher level of the sales, also because of we have inventory. Yeah, so this also Mr. Joe also explained why the local price is dropped not so much compared to the drop of the raw material global. Yeah, because of the inventory level in local is not so much. Yeah. So it's very helpful, and we can start slowly reduce the price, but you can see our inventory cost to reduce more faster in the future. I mean, from the fourth quarter to the first quarter next year. So yeah, but the other hand, also we also planning to reduce our cost, yeah, by improving our machinery. So basically, this utilization ratio is low because of we improve the machine, we speed up the speed of the machine, and we are able to reduce the cost because of before we have to do, like, for example, 3 shifts to get certain quantity, but now we are able to do only 1 shift. So we reduce the numbers of the workers also because of that. So in the future also we continue to our plan to automate, to do the automation, for our production, and to reduce more. And also we have a warehouse. Warehouse is one of the important things also for us and we can deliver quickly to our customer. This is also reduce some logistic costs because of by selling a small quantity to our warehouse, and we can also get a better margin. And for working capital, as you know, we start with issuing the bond. So one thing is this also to reduce our short-term working capital. Usually now we are using always like the trade finance from the bank, with like only 180 days, then we have to pay within 180 days. By have a bond, and we can replace from to the long term, and our cash flow will be much better after that. Okay.
Masih di mute.
Thank you, Pak Teja and Pak Jo. There are a question in the chat box from Rama from QNB. First question, what is SPINDO projection for working capital day by year and 2022? And the second, negative operating cash flow in September 22, mainly driven by higher trade receivables. Will trade receivable by December 22 will be lower? Since AR with DPD more than 90 days has been increasing from quarter to quarter in 2022. Maybe Pak Jo?
Okay, thank you for the question. Basically, for the second question first, of course, the receivables is increasing. One of the factor is because again, some of the selling goes to the project and infrastructure related, which is typically have a longer term of payment. Yeah. Of course, then we are managing this by, of course, balancing with the shorter or faster payment by paying customers like retail as well as distributors. Yeah. But of course, this effort needs to be adjusted accordingly. That's first. For the working capital by year end 2022, I think, of course, we are trying to improve, but may not be too drastic. If we are right now in the level of 292, yeah, I think it is safe to say that we hope by the end of 2022 we can reach a couple of days better, approximately maybe 280 or hopefully 275 days, yeah, but not too drastic. I think that's the general target by the company.
Okay, thank you, Pak Jo. For Parama, maybe we can, what is it? The Pak Jo answer will be fulfilled by you. Okay. For the next question is from Bapak Abdul Aziz from Pasar Dana. How about the performance target in 2023? Maybe Pak Teja or Pak Jo want to answer this question?
Pak Teja, silakan Pak. Duluan.
Basically, we are quite confident because of the before Pak Jo explained about the prospect in Indonesia, because of the like the new capital, also one thing, the progress of the new capital is now also the ongoing. So we have tried to do more to get more projects for this new capital. Also, secondly, we see still a lot of like a company, especially the petrochemical industry expansion. Like the Lotte Chemical also start the construction of their new factory in the Cilegon, and Chandra Asri also going to start also construction of their expansion project. And the other thing also still like mining sectors, smelters, still a lot of project. Vale also have two projects in Sulawesi. Is going to start it construction also soon. Yeah. And then industrial estate also in the Patang and North Kalimantan progress. Still, so many we see still so many opportunity in the 2023. Of course, the other thing is also the automotive sectors. The automotive sectors, we got confidence so we can get more market share, because we have also joint venture with the Japanese company called Sanko to do cold drawn. Yeah, so this by using a cold drawn, we can enter more into the four wheels. Now majority are out there to the two wheelers, but now we can also get some share for four wheelers. So steel price also we see, I believe will be stabilized. So because of the steel mills also now is quite struggling also because of the cost. Yeah, because of the iron ore cost and also the chemical cost and the energy cost also is already killing them. So we believe in the future steel price will be more stable. And secondly, also next year also we will have one local supplier called New Asia International. In the current plan, they say they're going to do a commercial production in for hot coil in March 2023. So this also location-wise is very close in Sidoarjo. It's close to our factory. So hopefully we can manage our inventory better if their qualities and their price is more competitive. So this quite helpful. So by also our relationship also with the, for example, for current, so one of the supplier in Morowali, Chingsan. So this is also very helpful also, yeah, we can get more competitive price, yeah, and also we can get because Chingsan, so we have a cooperation with them, with one of the trading company, Japanese company, to have a stock in our warehouse. Yeah, so it's then we can get the quick delivery from this Chingsan, so to our company. So this relationship we already established with all the construction company, state-owned enterprise construction company, and also for the our existing customer. Hopefully, will continue and to get more better better sales also in the next year. Surely also by the supplier side also same thing, because of the mainly our relationship with all suppliers now is will be quite long term, and we know they are very support us from Japan and from China, from Bao Steel, and from Korea, from Bosco, and so forth, from Kakao Steel also, and from Chingsan, and we believe we can get more market shares in 2022.
Okay, yeah. So again, emphasizing Pak Teja remarks that we believe 2023 will be a nice year for us. Yeah? It's a challenging year, but open a lot of opportunities in all sectors. Yeah, and also mentioning about the inventory. Yeah, especially if you compare or if you relate the inventory amount to the market cap, it's quite interesting to see that our market cap right now is approximately 1.9 trillion, whereby the inventory alone is almost 3 trillion. So it's wow, it's a good price for the company, for the investors. Okay, go ahead, Resti, for with another question.
Okay, from registered participant is already done. So if you have any question, you can put in the chat box or directly you can speak in this room.
Yeah, I think we have no more question. Resti?
Okay, if there are no other question, let me close this Q&A session. And now we are reaching the end of analyst meeting today. We hope that we delivered the financial results position of 9 months 2022 to all attendees. Any question not have been answered, or if in the future you have some question, you can drop your question through corsac@spindo.co.id. And our team will gladly accommodate the answer for you. We would like to express our gratitude for your participation today. You may now leave the Zoom meeting application. Thank you, stay safe, and see you in the next hour analyst meeting.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.